Why understanding your self-care needs are critical. We all need to take care of ourselves in order to stay healthy and productive, but sometimes it can be difficult to know how to do that. It's important to take the time to understand what your self-care needs are so that you can make sure you're taking the necessary steps to look after yourself. In this teaching, we'll discuss why understanding your self-care needs is critical and some of the ways you can do it. Welcome, kindred soul. I'm honored to be here with you and share spirit-led messages to nourish your soul. As we go through the teachings, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Return anytime you want clarification or simply want more nourishment. At the end, I will be providing you with the option of extended teachings if you wish to continue. Let's open the best frequency by speaking words of positivity. I am light, loved, and whole, created and designed for a purpose. I give and receive abundance, and work with all my heart as I open the pathway for others. What is self-care and why is it important? Self-care refers to the practice of taking care of oneself physically, emotionally, and mentally. It involves making conscious efforts to prioritize our own well-being and engage in activities that promote self-renewal and relaxation. Self-care is important because it allows us to maintain a healthy and balanced lifestyle. In today's fast-paced and demanding world, many of us are constantly juggling multiple responsibilities and obligations. Without proper self-care, we run the risk of burning out and experiencing negative effects on our physical and mental health. Taking the time to engage in self-care activities helps us to recharge and rejuvenate. It allows us to replenish our energy reserves and reduces the risk of experiencing chronic stress, anxiety, and other mental health issues. Self-care also plays a crucial role in maintaining healthy relationships with ourselves and others. When we prioritize self-care, we become more self-aware, compassionate, and empathetic individuals. Furthermore, self-care is not just a luxury or a form of pampering oneself. It is a necessary aspect of maintaining overall well-being. Just as we take care of our physical health by exercising and eating well, we also need to nurture our mental and emotional health through self-care practices. Signs that you are neglecting your self-care. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to overlook the importance of self-care. We often prioritize work, family, and other responsibilities, putting our own well-being on the back burner. However, neglecting self-care can have serious consequences for our mental, emotional, and physical health. There are several signs that indicate we are neglecting our self-care. One of the most common signs is feeling constantly overwhelmed or burned out. If you find yourself constantly exhausted, stressed, or unable to relax, it's a clear indication that you are neglecting your self-care needs. Another sign is neglecting your physical health. If you constantly skip meals, don't get enough sleep, or don't engage in regular exercise, you are neglecting your basic physical self-care needs. This can lead to a range of health issues, from increased susceptibility to illness to chronic fatigue. Additionally, neglecting self-care can manifest in emotional and mental health struggles. If you find yourself constantly irritable, anxious, or depressed, it may be a sign that you are not taking care of your emotional and mental well-being. Similarly, neglecting self-care can also lead to decreased productivity and motivation in various areas of your life. Recognizing these signs is the first step in prioritizing your self-care. By acknowledging that you are neglecting your needs, you can start taking steps towards a healthier and more balanced lifestyle. Remember, Self-care is not selfish. It is essential for your overall well-being. The benefits of prioritizing self-care. Making self-care a priority can have numerous benefits on both your physical and mental health. When you take care of yourself, you're less likely to experience burnout, anxiety, and depression. Here are some of the key benefits of prioritizing self-care. 1. Increased energy and productivity. When you take care of your physical health, you're more likely to have the energy and motivation needed to tackle tasks and meet your goals. 2. Improved mood. Self-care activities can boost your mood and help reduce stress levels. Engaging in activities you enjoy can provide a much-needed break from daily stressors and boost your overall happiness. 3. Enhanced relationships. By taking care of yourself, you're better equipped to show up fully for others. This can improve the quality of your relationships and lead to greater satisfaction in your social life. 4. Better overall health. When you prioritize your self-care needs, you're more likely to stay healthy and prevent chronic diseases such as heart disease and diabetes. Overall, making self-care a priority can help you live a more fulfilling life and be your best self in all areas of your life. Identifying your personal self-care needs. Once you understand what self-care means and the benefits it brings, it's time to identify your personal self-care needs. Everyone's needs are different, so it's essential to tailor your self-care routine to fit your lifestyle and personality. Start by considering the areas of your life that may be causing stress or overwhelm. For some people, this might be work, relationships, or finances. For others, it could be physical health or mental health concerns. Think about the things that make you feel happy, calm, and content. These activities may include exercise, spending time outdoors, reading, meditating, or spending time with loved ones. Next, consider your daily routine and where you can fit in self-care activities. Do you have time in the morning to stretch or meditate? Can you take a break at work to go for a walk? Can you schedule time each week to do something you love? It's also important to remember that self-care doesn't have to be extravagant or expensive. It can be as simple as taking a few minutes each day to do something that makes you happy. Self-care should be enjoyable, not feel like another task on your to-do list. Remember, identifying your personal self-care needs is a process. Don't be afraid to experiment and try new things until you find what works best for you. By prioritizing your self-care needs, you can reduce stress, improve your overall well-being, and live a happier, healthier life. Implementing a self-care routine. Once you have identified your personal self-care needs, the next step is to implement a self-care routine. Having a routine ensures that self-care becomes a regular part of your life and not just something you do sporadically. To begin, set aside dedicated time each day or week for self-care activities. This can be as little as 15 minutes or as long as an hour, depending on your schedule and preferences. Remember, self-care doesn't have to be time-consuming or expensive. It can be as simple as taking a bubble bath, going for a walk, or spending time doing something you enjoy, like reading or painting. Create a list of activities that align with your self-care needs and interests. Having a variety of options will make it easier to choose an activity based on your mood and available time. Experiment with different activities and find what brings you joy, relaxation, and rejuvenation. Next, make a commitment to prioritize your self-care routine. Treat it as non-negotiable and don't let other responsibilities or obligations get in the way. Communicate your needs to those around you and set boundaries if necessary. Remember, taking care of yourself is not selfish. It is essential for your overall well-being. Lastly, be consistent with your self-care routine. Even on days when you may not feel like it or are busy, try to incorporate at least one self-care activity. It will help you maintain a healthy balance and prevent burnout. Implementing a self-care routine is a journey of self-discovery and personal growth. It may take some trial and error to find what works best for you, but don't give up. Once you establish a routine that meets your needs, you will reap the many benefits of self-care and find yourself leading a happier and more fulfilling life. Thank you for listening to this teaching. If you would like to go further with this teaching, or any others, please visit firstlightteaching.com. I also want to thank any of you who may have donated. Your blessings have provided me the opportunity to bring this to you and share my light with the world.